All right, so that bloody glaive has shown up again. I'm not entirely surprised by turn of events, but I assume I realize this as it's being swung towards me.
Uh, yeah, because you're nearest.
All right,
We are at the top of round four. I would
yes,
like you to roll a perception check at disadvantage, please.
14.
All right. This is something happening in addition to a glaive being swung at your head. That's why you had the disadvantage. You noticed for a second, a lot of what you were seeing seemed to fade, and there seems to be almost like a background image there, and then all of a sudden it reasserted itself.
Yeah, none of this place is real. I had part of me had come to that conclusion.
Including the images of the individuals, but there's only one right in front of you at the moment, so I'll give you a bit of a description of that. The human image is superimposed on top of a red skinned individual, quite muscular, has a pair of horns on the side of his head, a rather weird looking tangled beard, and a forked tail sticking out the back, and he is swinging a glaive at you.
All right,
I can give you an Arcana check, but you'll have to wait till your turn. Let's see what we can do here. All right. Woo-ha! Does a 17 hit you?
I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction.
What is your armor class then?
My arm class with Shield will bring it up to 21.
All right. And swing number two is wide. First one bounces off your shield, second one doesn't come even close.
All right,
And now it's your turn.
all right. So you promised me an Arcana check,
Yes, go for it.
and I'm rolling really badly on those at the moment. 13.
Not high enough to give you anything specific, but you're pretty sure now that you've heard that language spoken and you've put two things together, you think this might be some kind of devil?
Yeah, I think the description sounds familiar.
Yeah, but you can't be sure.
And those images faded over everything. All of these.
Everything. But because he was occupying your time,
Yeah.
your attention, you don't really get much of a description of anything else. And it was very brief.
All right. So, for the moment, I've got a very good armor class.
Yeah.
That will last the round.
Yep.
All right. Well, there is so much going on here.
I know.
Well, it's not like I didn't already come to the conclusion that Mr. Floating Three Eyes probably wasn't human.
Well, if you want to spend your action, you can try and pierce any kind of illusion that's around you.
Yep. This time I'm going to try and do that. This time I want to focus on all of the figures. I do mean all of them.
One at a time. They're all separate.
All right, then the floating three-eyed thing.
All right, go for it.
Intelligence saving throw?
Yep.
14. Quite low this time.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not a very powerful illusion. Yes. Instead of the tall human, you see instead a rather large head with 1, 2, 3 vertical eyes, and then the rest of the body is just tentacles hanging down.
All right.
Let's see. Oh. And he seems to have noticed that you noticed his true identity.
Yeah. Well,
you can do an Arcana check if you like. You may have heard of this thing. It's gonna be a high DC.
well, I rolled a higher this time. 22.
It is called an aboleth.
Oh, yep. Okay. I know what that is.
Yep, it is unpleasant.
It is evil. Yep. And it does mind control things.
Yep.
And I am suddenly far less concerned with the safety of all of these people because,
So far, there aren't any.
yes.
Yeah. Do you communicate any of this to me?
I said, Jonas, I think they might all be illusions or covered by illusions. At least 2 of these things are not human.
Okie dokie.
All right, and with that, I'm going to use my bonus action.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Yep.
I'm going to teleport 30 feet away from the devil with the glaive.
Yep. Come on back by me.
Towards you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my movement to move further towards you. And just because I don't think it's going to come in very handy at the moment, do I want to hang on to the wall of force to possibly keep the halfling out of this fight?
I would like you to roll a perception check at disadvantage because there's a lot going on.
Same number both times. 22.
He's not in there.
Not in there?
Yep. You're not sure what had happened. Because the last time you looked at him, he was kind of limp.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop crunching on the wall of force. It's not doing anything.
Alright. So, you're standing by me. You're currently shielded at 21.
Yep. And you have something in a Big B's hand.
Alright. I could spend my action and have a look at it.
I point to the thing over there and say, yeah, that's an aboleth, by the way. We should probably...
I can see if I even heard what an aboleth is. Nope.
It's an evil aquatic monster that takes control, the mind controls things. We should probably get out of here.
Okay. So,
My brief summary.
alright. We have...
And I think we might have been wrong about who was in. It was the ringmaster here.
2 evil monsters that we know for sure.
Yes, one of which has a magical glaive that seems to want to kill us.
Yes, the bad penny is not necessarily its fault because it was originally in someone else's grips. But anyway,
yes, but it does seem to have a grudge against us.
Yes. Now, my Digby's hand has a bonus action, doesn't it?
You can control it as a bonus action.
But I can't squish something with a bonus action, correct?
No, you can. On your turn, on a subsequent turn, you can use your bonus action to crush something, I believe.
Alright, so I am going to spend my action this turn focusing on what I have in the grip of my Digby's hand. And we'll see.
I mean, I'm not terribly surprised that these aren't what they seem to be, because humanoids aren't usually that tall.
And I said, crap.
Alright, what's this thing?
This one I do know. It is an Oni.
Yeah, we fought one before.
Yeah. And you see the hand go.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're not nice.
Yeah, and I think I remember you making a DM tongue slip earlier and called one of them a Cyclops.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that one for free.
So possibly the only humanoid thing here is the halfling. That might not be
Yeah,
in the
Kurt
case.
is not around for you to disbelieve.
I
So,
suspect he turned invisible because he's been doing lots of illusions thus far.
I would like you to look up for me the crushing damage on the Big S.A.N, please.
Uh, all right, I'm not going to use D&D Beyond. Let's see. Okay, this is the one from our player's handbook.
All right.
Uh, gra all right, grasping hand. You can use a bonus action in your hand to have the hand crush it. When you use it, the target takes 2d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier and bludgeoning damage.
Nice. For 15 points of damage.
Yeah, Onis are aggressive. They also eat people.
Yeah.
They're also magic users.
So, not happy.
Try and keep it grappled because it's got some nasty spells it can cast at us. We might want to consider getting out of here, though.
That is my turn.
Yeah.
So we come to, oh, Mr. Aboleth. I can call his real name now.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you can see the illusion of the human sort of. And it's laughing because it's actually having a good time.
Yeah, they're evil, these things, and they're not weak.
No, it has a great many targets.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 targets. It is going to whisper. Actually, no, I can do it mentally. Never mind. And it's going to do something else. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah. It can communicate telepathically with its dominated creatures.
yeah. I've only dominated one creature. It is currently gliding towards you. Very, very slowly.
Yeah, not fast. I think they're aquatic creatures, so on land they're probably going to be rather slow.
Nope. Yeah. It's walking towards you. Well, gliding.
Yeah.
And it used its action to dash. And it moved a total of 20 feet.
All right. Yeah, it's going to be slow on land. But I'm concerned about what else it can do to us.
Yeah, well, currently you're not going to know because you are out of range. That's his turn.
Yep.
The Cyclops was given orders. Takes that rock, flings it at you.
Okay, I have an armor class of 21 at the moment, and if I remember correctly, Cyclopses have poor depth perception, which means they have disadvantage on attacks after a given range.
Wrong page. That is a, with disadvantage, a 24 to hit you.
Well, that's going to hit then. There's not much else I can do.
It has +6 hits. You take 7 points of damage. I rolled minimum.
Alright. So I'm guessing it impacts the shield somewhat, shatters, and I get hit with shrapnel.
Yeah, pretty much. And Mr. I am crazy now, and I am going to stab you with my glaive. Oh no, he's top of the line. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it should be the Oni next, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna try and get free.
It's gonna be a bad thing if he manages that. Oh, is his glaive still there, or it was the other one, the bad penny?
Yeah, his original one was a disguised bad penny.
Yeah.
The bad penny got sick and tired of being stuck in there, and is transported over to the other guy.
Yeah, which I think was a bearded devil.
Yeah, and that glaive is laying on the ground where he originally was standing.
That doesn't just change the fact this thing's really big and strong and can cast spells. If it can.
Yep. Yeah, roll a natural one to try and break free.
Yep. So now we have the halfling question mark,
Yes.
who is no longer trapped inside my wall of force.
And is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
Well, we'll have to trust that they're going to be doing whatever they can to survive, and that should probably be what we should focus on at this point.
We go back to the top of the round, which is Mr. Beard. He is going to try and split you a new one.
Oh, you can catch up to me?
You're going to try. Well, actually, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I teleported 30 feet, then moved 30 more feet towards you.
Let's hold on a sec here. It was 30 feet. You're a little bit more than that ahead. No, he has to dash to get to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good catch. So he does that. And now he is in combat with you and I.
Yeah. And probably not too far away, Big S.A.N.
I'm not letting go of the Oni.
No, but he might attack it.
No. If you recall, the Bad Penny has a thing for us.
Yes, I do. All right. So on top of my turn, my shield spell expires.
Yep. So now your turn.
Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of hostile and evil monsters who suddenly want to kill us.
Yep. It was going well for us for a little bit. And then all of a sudden the Bad Penny decided to change things.
Yep. All right, I say to you, fly or teleport.
That's that. The problem, I say quickly, it's not just illusion here. I think there might be a problem with getting away.
Yeah, but we can get distance.
Yes.
All right. Well, you said this valley was miles across.
Yeah, it's total distance of the valley when we were first going over that first hill.
Yeah.
It looked like roughly a 2 mile radius, diameter circle.
Yeah.
Currently, we are roughly a mile from any edge.
Well, like I said, I still think us getting out of here is, or at least getting some distance from these things, is a good idea.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to grab your hand.
Yep.
And I am going to pull us through a rippling portal that forms in the air as I dimension door us.
Okay, that is going to have an effect on my big beast hand, I suspect.
Do you have to stay within range?
I think I have to, I'm not sure. It has a range.
Yes, it does, but that's usually the range that you can cast it within. I'm not seeing anything here that says... moves your hand, mimicking the movements of your own hand. It doesn't say you have to. It has to that you have to stay within a certain range of one another.
I can move it a certain amount of distance too, correct?
60 feet. Yes.
All right, nope, that's fine.
All right. So I'm dimension dooring us. If you're coming along, I assume.
Where?
500 feet in the opposite direction we entered from.
All right, so
As far as I can teleport us.
Okay, so you are aiming to straight ahead.
500 feet.
Other side of the crater.
Other side of the crater. I can't. There's no fog anymore, so as far as I can get us.
All right. We do teleport.
Yes.
We do not teleport 500 feet. Oh, actually, hold on a second. No, we do not teleport 500 feet.
What?
We stop short. Your guess probably about almost 100 feet.
Okay, there is some sort of limit here, I guess.
We are now on the other side of the buildings, on the far side of this, whatever this is.
Mhm.
But yes, we did not go any further.
All right, I got us some distance at least.
Yeah, we are now out of combat with all of those things.
Yes.
But I'm going to leave us in the same combat order
All right.
because I am currently still grasping one of them.
Yep. And you can crush it on your turn if you really want to.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I really want to.
All right, I'm going to, for my bonus action, I'm going to drink the refilling flask of healing potion.
Sure, go for it.
And I heal the 7 hit points I just lost.
Alrighty. Always nice to be at full.
I'm not at full.
Oh, that's right. You're still down.
Yeah.
What put you down?
7 hit points.
No, still down 7. All right.
Yeah, I'm at 87, I'm at 94.
Okay.
Well, that's all I can do, really.
So now it's my turn.
Yeah.
And I am 400 feet, 320 feet from the closest combatant. So the only one that can range spell them from this distance is you, because I don't have Ice Storm. So I was going to crush Mr. Oni.
Yep. The issue is I don't think we can take on all those monsters.
Yes, that's another 12 points of damage to him. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He's hardy.
Yeah, I know. We fought one of these before.
Yes. Next in line is the Aboleth. We have disappeared.
Yeah.
He is probably going to take a quick look around.
We're not hidden at the moment.
Will not spot us. And has decided, oh, let's pick another target. We have 50-50 chance there. He's decided that the Oni looks like easy game.
Yeah, grappled.
Yep. And is going to glide over to him. And he is going to do some multi-attacks on him. So it's 3 attacks. A nat 20. Another hit. And a miss. So that is 17. 28 points of damage on the Oni.
All right.
He's not liking that, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, of course, his psychic friend is also going to. Oh, by the way, now that the illusions disappeared, you notice that he has a great club with him as well, and he's much better with that. So he is going to.
That's
take...
you mean the Cyclops?
Yes, his psychic friend, yeah, Cyclops. He's going to take a couple swings. Well, at +9, he definitely hits both times. Ooh. That was 16. For 34 points of damage.
The Oni is taking quite a beating. How much damage is it taking?
A total of 89 points of damage between what I've done and what they just did to it now. Still alive.
Yeah.
You can't really see if it's bloated or not from this distance, but anyway. Yeah, it is not happy. It's gonna try and break free. I do it if I roll really low. Oh, my bonus level 2 is too high. It is struggling, but it is getting weaker.
Yep.
All right.
So that would bring us to the halfling, question mark, if they're still around.
Yes. This is not working out the way it's supposed to, from the halfling's point of view. But what can he do? That is a good question. And I think he's going to try something. Yes, I think that's what he's going to do. So, we can roll saving throw. Oh. We are so far away from all this. It's hard to tell what happened, but see the Aboleth look around, kind of concerned for a second, and then goes back to doing what he's doing.
Okay.
Top of the round. This is now round 5. All right.
We are no longer over by the bearded devil with the bad penny.
No. But what you see happen is he was standing there ready to swing at us. We disappear. He looked around for a second, and all of a sudden it was just like the bad penny is pointed right directly at us. And
Oh joy! It's got some sort of
thing for us,
quasi-revenant locate creature effect,
and is now charging towards us, ignoring everybody else.
Well, the bearded devil we can take on its own, I suspect. The two of us.
Ah, these.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm not confident taking on 4, potentially 5 monsters, even if one is taking a beating.
Now we are at you again.
Alright, something disrupted my teleportation to prevent us from going any further. I'm glad it didn't disrupt it to the point that we stayed where we were. But I want to try and figure out what just happened. Is there some sort of barrier in front of us that's keeping us from going any further?
Arcana check, please.
Alright, that's very good. 22.
Yeah, it would be like you were running along and all of a sudden you kind of ran into a bunch of pillows kind of thing. You were teleporting and all of a sudden you got slowed down to a stop.
Alright.
There seems to be a barrier. It's, well, you haven't tested it physically, but you certainly couldn't test actually.
I will put my hand on it just to see if it...
Yeah, you kind of feel a bit of resistance.
Something's keeping us here, I say. We can't just teleport through it.
Apparently not. So, that kind of takes up your turn, though.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do against all of that.
I am going to crush the Oni because I don't want him around.
True. If we keep this up, they might kill some of them might kill each other off. Unfortunately, the Oni is not putting up much of a fight. It's all one-sided.
Well, he is kind of stuck inside Bigby's hand.
That's what I mean. You might want to maybe release him so it fights the other two.
Yeah, where's that? Alright, so I got 21 points of damage. Wow. He's now taken no, wait a minute, that's not true. Hold on a sec.
110 by my count?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't carry the one. 110 points of damage. He's got to be really, really rough at this point. Oh, look. No. He is exactly dead.
He's dead?
Well, basically I tell you that I crush it, and all of a sudden there's nothing there.
Yeah, they turn to ash when they die or something.
Well, he's gone back to wherever he came from, which is not here. Yes, so that eliminates him from the order. He was the only one that's really taken any damage except the original bearded devil, who's charging towards us.
Yeah. How much damage is the bearded devil taken?
He was bloodied
Okay.
in the original battle with the Oni. All right, so we come to,
Aboleth is next.
yes, he realizes he no longer has a target there. He's looking around. He sees the bearded devil charging over, and he's going to see if he can spot where and why he's going there. You're not sure because he works. He goes really, really slowly.
Yeah.
But you do notice that all of a sudden the Cyclops started basically just jogging after the bearded devil.
Yeah. I think it may have know where we are, or it might have at least some idea.
He's intelligent enough to say, I think that something's happening over that way.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else happening. So, all right. That's everybody's actions except the bearded devil, and it's going to take him.
A few rounds to get to us.
Yeah. So we're going to go to the top of the next round.
Alright, so the bearded devil is dashing towards us, I assume.
Yep. The Cyclops is dashing towards us, or dashing after the Cyclops anyway, but the Cyclops has enough of a head start that he's not going to catch up. Sorry. Yes, the Cyclops is not going to catch up to the bearded devil.
Yeah.
At some point in time, they will collide with us, I suppose, and then we'll figure that out then.
Yes. All the while, the Aboleth will be sitting back there quite comfortably, waiting to see who wins.
Well,
which I'm not happy about.
I know enough about what an Aboleth is, and seeing what it's been doing, that I do have a few more rounds left on Digby's hand.
Yes, well, my turn's up first.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do? You are now within ice storm range of both the Cyclops and the bearded devil.
So I can hit both of them with an ice storm if I want.
Yeah. Nothing else you have will reach.
Yeah. I could also just hit the Aboleth with an ice storm.
No, you'd have to move ahead. He is still just out of range.
Ice storm has a range of 300 feet.
Yeah, we teleported 400 feet.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought we teleported 100 feet. We were just 100 feet short, is that what you said?
100 feet short. Excuse me. And he was not obviously at the full edge either, so he is maybe about 30 feet away from your range.
Alright. Then, yeah. Well, we tried to resolve this peacefully.
You're not allowed to do it peacefully. That's apparently the way it is.
I will take out my scroll of ice storm, because I don't have ice storm prepared. I don't think.
Cool. I think you're going to step forward and try and...
I can't reach the Aboleth, you said.
If you move your full range,
which is 30 feet.
You can just catch them on the edge.
So I can get all three of them?
Oh, no. They're the area effect.
The area effect isn't that big, I know. No, I'm going to hit the two creatures charging at us.
Alright.
Besides, if I damage the Cyclops, it might break the charm effect.
I'll roll 2 saving throws. Those are both fails.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
Alright, so it does 18 points of cold damage and 5 points of bludgeoning.
23 points of damage.
Yep. And I think that's the first bit of damage the Cyclops has taken.
Yes.
How much is the bearded devil taking now?
Well, to answer your question, by the time the mist and everything else has subsided,
Yeah.
you see the bearded devil basically dissolve and disappear.
Like I said.
And
I assume the bad penny falls to the ground.
the bad penny falls to the ground.
All right. Also, that area is difficult terrain, slick with ice and sleet for the time being.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to roll, because the Cyclops is taking damage.
Yep.
Nope, he's not breaking control. Let's see if he keeps his feet. No. He goes sprawling on the ground. Give him a chance to break free.
Yeah.
And no. He's
So
sprawled out on the ground in your ice field.
yeah. So the ground's going to be icy like that until the start of the next round.
Yep. All right. 2 are gone now.
Yes. Unfortunately, those were the 2 that have been taking the brunt of the damage thus far.
Yes. And that now leaves us with you. It's my turn.
Yeah.
I am going to. Well, there's no point in trying to restrain this guy because he doesn't move very fast. I'm
Yeah,
going
just punch him.
to punch him in the head. He's got a big head. How many armor class there? You.
Yeah, it's whatever your spell attack bonus is.
Hmm?
Your spell attack bonus is to hit.
Yeah. So that's +8 currently, right? +4.
Yes, +8.
Efficiency, +4 for my intelligence. I just hit him. What's the damage on that? I haven't done this before.
4d8 force.
4d8 force. No bonuses?
No, very not.
Alright, punch him in the head for 13 points of damage. That is the first damage he's taken.
Just keep track of all. What's your current hit point total?
107. Alright. So that's his turn. And the thing working against him currently is the fact that he is so bloody slow.
And doesn't possess any ranged abilities, I'm guessing.
Not 300 feet. Actually, if he dashes, he'll be 310 feet away from us.
Yeah.
So, no. He's not looking happy at this current situation.
We come to the Cyclops.
He is going to try and get up.
Mhm.
It's still your turn, right?
And until the end of the round, until the start of the new round, yes, it's still frozen.
Okay, so it's still frozen. Get up, you! He gets up, struggles a little bit, falls down again. He is having trouble with the ice.
Alright. The halfling, if the halfling is still in the combat or not.
Alright, you sense. Actually, roll a perception check.
10.
You sense a spell being cast at you, but you don't know where it is or where it's coming from.
Alright, I assume I don't recognize the spell because...
You don't hear. I mean, I gave you a perception check. It was too low. You know a spell's being cast at you.
Alright. At considerable range, or they're nearby?
You don't know.
Is there a saving throw to this?
Yes.
Alright. What am I making?
Oh, you're making a saving throw then?
I can't see the spell, so I can't counter it.
It is a wisdom save. You need to beat a 15.
Well, my rolls have been sporadic thus far. I would use my other portent.
Alright.
So the die roll would be an 11 with my wisdom saving throw. That becomes a 19.
Alright. You felt for a second all the absolute horrors of your life trying to pressure your mind and overwhelm you. But you managed to
Do I
bash.
see where the halfling is now?
It is not, unfortunately. Well, I'll give you another perception check. You're not doing anything technically right now anyway. You're not in combat, so just a straight roll.
16.
Let's see if he... Oh, that is a terrible roll for you. Oh yeah, you see him.
And where is he?
He is on a wall in the building to our left.
Okay. I just say, seriously? You're still trying to fight us when there are literal monsters over here?
And I'll give you an Arcana check now that you've felt that.
23.
It was Phantasmal Killer.
Again.
Again. You see an extremely frustrated halfling.
Yes, or whatever it actually is.
Yeah. So that's his action.
Mhm. So, top of round 7.
Yeah.
Which is me now.
It is you. And you actually do see him. He is right there.
Yeah. So the ice will melt at this point.
Yep. The Cyclops can actually get up.
Yep. There's so many things going on at once. Well, seems we have no choice but to be involved in this combat.
Yes. Unless you have another scroll of Ice Storm, the only thing within range is the halfling.
No, I do not have another scroll of Ice Storm.
How come you don't prepare that, by the way?
I can't prepare everything. I've been preparing Polymorph.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I went to great lengths to trying to capture this halfling, but that didn't work.
Yeah, you certainly have not, skimped on that.
Well, this is a matter of life and death now, so... I'm going to take out another scroll from my scroll case. I'm going to read it, and I'm going to cast a 4th level magic missile at the halfling.
All right.
See if it knows shield. Alright, so 64 plus 6.
Yep.
That's quite a few ones. A total of 18 points of force damage.
That's terrible.
I know.
But it is damage.
Yes.
I am going to roll this. Huh.
You have to maintain concentration on some sort of illusion.
The fog is actually gone now.
Alright, so he was maintaining some sort of illusion, but he still looks like a halfling.
Currently, yes.
Alright, well, it could be an illusion that doesn't require concentration. There are some of those. Like Disguise Self. I'm ready to say to him after I unleash that says, it's not too late to put an end to this. It said, I did try and resolve this peacefully, but things have gotten really out of hand. I mean, like, I'm saying that after hitting him with a bunch of magic missiles.
You want to roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, why not? I assume it's a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, hit him, yeah.
6.
Alrighty then.
Your turn.
I am going to, as a bonus action...
Punch the aboleth, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah, Bigby's hand doesn't have many rounds left.
Nope. And I miss. Have to
Alright.
roll a 2.
Do you want to do anything to the halfling?
Well, I'm not concentrating on anything except that Bigby's hand, so I can cast spells. I think he's up to something. I think he is involved somehow.
He clearly is, yes.
I don't really want to fireball him.
No, he's quite close to us.
Oh, I haven't cast hardly any spells at all. I've been rolling really, really badly, so I am going to avoid having to roll to hit him and stuff, and I'm just going to cast a magic missile at him.
Yeah.
I haven't used any second level spells. I'll use one. Let's see if I can beat your 4th level one with just the 2nd level one.
Not necessarily going to be too hard.
I don't think it's very difficult to do that, but anyway, let's just see what happens. 16 points of damage.
Pretty close.
Yep. You're not liking this. Alright.
Well, you should stop trying to cast Phantasmal Killer on us.
Aboleth is walking toward us. Oh, sorry, hovering towards us.
Yeah.
Cyclops gets up, uses half his movement, dashes another bunch, and might get here sometime, I don't know, next week.
Yep. And now the halfling.
He decides to jump down off the wall on the opposite side. You hear him stumbling around back there. We think that he was trying to hide, but has not done a very good job of it.
All right, top of round 8.
This is a long battle.
It is a long battle, yes.
All right, somewhere on the opposite side of the wall, which is about 30 feet from you, there's a halfling trying to hide.
Yes. And there's a Cyclops coming this way eventually. And an Aboleth coming this way eventually after that somehow.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
It's a long time before he gets here.
Alright. As far as I know, a Cyclops is not... The average Cyclops is not capable of a magical feat such as this barrier we're trapped in.
Roll an Arcana check.
15?
As far as you know, the average Cyclops does not have any magical abilities.
An Aboleth does have innate magical abilities. I still think this barrier is a bit beyond it.
Roll an Arcana check.
22.
You know they have a lot of magic they can do,
Yes.
but you have not heard of anything really involving illusion.
Or whatever this barrier is.
Yeah.
That seems to have cut us off from the outside world.
Yeah, you think.
So unfortunately, that leaves the halfling who's been casting all these spells as the most likely one responsible for this barrier.
Yeah, you seem to come to that conclusion.
All right.
I would like you to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
14.
That's actually pretty good. You notice the Cyclops is no longer cloaked in an illusion.
Okay, so his illusions are fading.
Every time he seems to get hit, he seems to sometimes lose control of one of his illusions.
All right. Can I leap over the wall and go after him?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do that using my movement.
All right. I would like a dex check, please.
Straight dexterity?
Yep.
9.
That's fine.
Okay. Do I see?
Once you get to the top of the wall,
Yeah.
you can see him.
Alright. I'm going to, when I land,
Yep.
I'm going to say, alright, if you're responsible for this barrier, dispel it now. It says, or I'm going to resort to another method.
All right. That will require an intimidation check, please.
12. I'm going to be, my hand is outstretched, aiming towards him.
You don't really see any response from him, other than the fact he's annoyed that you are now in his face.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going to hit him with another spell then.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit him with a first level magic missile.
Alrighty.
And I roll better on that. 12 points of force damage. I assume they're basically almost being fired point blank.
Yeah.
Alright, so I release the trio of magical darts. They strike him. I'm looking for around for any obvious sign of this barrier falling.
Well, you can't see a barrier.
No. No, I'm just looking around to see if anything changed, like...
Well, perception check, disadvantage.
20.
Very good. You notice there are fewer buildings now.
Yeah. So this entire place is an illusion, basically.
You're beginning to get that impression, yes. There are a great many spells that are overlaid onto all this.
Yeah, he can maintain concentration on a great many of these spells, or some of them don't require concentration, obviously. I'm still not entirely sure if he is a halfling or not. He might be some sort of magical creature under an illusion, like everything else here.
Yeah, could be.
Your turn. I shout, he's over here.
I walk over to the wall. I don't bother jumping over it because
Yeah.
I can see him. And what am I going to do here? So many options.
You want to punch the aboleth again? You're running out of opportunities to do so.
Yeah, actually, that's true. We're on another round, right? What are we on now? 8?
Yeah, this is round 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right. I will try punching the aboleth before I can do that then. Ooh, 18. Yeah. That hits.
48.
Oh. Wow, that's a good one. For 21 points of damage.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, they're hardy. So, are you going to try and intimidate the halfling, or do you have something else you want to do to him?
Well, I can't cast anything that has concentration because I think I want to get one more round out of my Bigby's hand at least.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to hurt him.
Do you want to try intimidating him first, or are you just going to go for the damage first?
I have really bad chances of intimidating anybody. So I'm just going to hurt him.
Alright.
I haven't cast any 4th level spells yet, so I'll do that.
Well, he doesn't seem to know shield.
No, or at least not even remotely interested in using it. So I will cast a 4th level magic missile. And we'll see if I can do better than you did with your 18 of it.
Hopefully.
Um, 25 points of damage.
Yep, that's much better. He must be hurting. He's taking 71 points of damage by my account.
Yeah, you see damage. Well, actually, you don't see any damage. That's kind of funny.
There is an illusion.
So, I've done everything I can do.
Yep.
Cyclops is charging towards us.
Yep. Probably covering some distance now.
Yeah, because now it's not slipping and sliding and falling down.
I imagine we still have at least a few rounds before it gets here.
You estimate it'll be next round with a dash. It'll be on top of us.
All right.
And
We're starting to wish I had unprepared dispel magic.
that was kind of funny when I heard that. All right.
I did not think it was going to come up.
Top of round 9.
It probably should have, because since we've left Vern's Run in the wilderness, we basically had 3 different encounters with 3 different creatures with spellcasting capabilities now.
Yeah, that is the problem with the level we're at currently.
All right, so the Aboleth move, the Cyclops move. What's the Halfling doing?
No, top of the round. So it's your turn.
Oh, the Halfling did nothing.
No. Well, he tried to do something, but he's a halfling.
All right, I'm going to disbelieve the illusion over this Halfling, because I've noticed enough signs to suspect there is one.
All right, this should be interesting.
Roll. All right, this is my action, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
An action to disbelieve an illusion.
Intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
25.
All right. You pierce the illusion over what you thought was a halfling. Well, you didn't think it was a halfling. I won't even have you roll for recognizing this creature because we have seen it on a number of occasions. Way back in the beginning of our adventures, we ran across him. He was trying to recruit us for a specific sort of venture. It is the trickster.
Oh, you again, I say.
And he was enthralled to Tobias.
The Lich, who is dead now.
And he is free. And apparently out for revenge.
Well, I said, if this is your best, then clearly I was worried over nothing when we first met.
Alright, now that you can actually see his face, his
Yeah.
real face.
His cat-like face, if I remember correctly.
Yep. He's not bloodied. He's taken some damage. But he looks exhausted.
Yeah, I imagine it is tiring to maintain all of this.
You haven't won yet.
Maybe not, but just so we're clear, I have absolutely no reason to hold back anymore. And that'll be my turn, because...
I want you to roll an intimidation check by
Yeah. 10! It's not very intimidating, but I'm going to say to you, this is our old trickster friend from a while back.
I remember him. Yes. Beginning to add up now. Alright.
This is, the session is a literal blast from our past.
Yes. Alright. I think it's time to... Ah, that's gonna hurt him.
Not fireball.
Why? Because you're just standing there? I don't see that.
Because we're both standing next to him. We're probably both within the blast radius.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to use your Bigby's hand again, because I think this will be one of the almost the final round of it.
Yeah, this is the final round. Well, actually, no, I get one more round. No.
This is round 9, so it hasn't been a full minute yet, but yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I'll do that. And that's a natural 1.
Oh well. Well, he's not an innocent or non-innocent halfling anymore that might just be mixed up on this. He's definitely responsible for all this.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop concentrating on my Bigby's hand because it's not seeming to be effective.
Not over there. And you're going to cast Bigby's Hand?
I did actually think about doing that. Yeah, why not?
So
Why
you
not?
got one Bigby's Hand to conjure another one.
Because I might need it again if the Aboleth ever gets here.
Don't forget the Cyclops.
Nah. I figure you can handle him. So, I am going to now make an attack roll
You gonna punch the trickster?
on the Trickster.
Yeah. Well, no need to hold back on him, apparently. He's taking a lot of damage and he's fine.
Yeah, I easily beat his armor class.
Yeah, I get the distinct feeling he's not going to be the most combative opponent.
Oh, um, just to sneak ahead there, I am thinking about taking. Is it chain lightning D8s?
I think it's D10s.
Oh, which was D8s? I seem to roll really well at eights,
Except on sleep.
except on sleep. Yeah, 16, 20. That's on 4d8. Guess how much damage I'm doing?
32?
No. We're really good though.
Oh, it is D8s. It's 10 D8 for chain lightning.
Excellent. 27 points of damage.
That is pretty good.
He is not looking good.
All right. Admittedly, I know it's your turn. I was gonna say this can all stop. I know I can't do it. I know there's no like intimidation check, but I'm just gonna point it out there.
All right. That was a lot of damage. I'm going to roll 2 of these. God, he can't make an intelligence throw to save his life. You notice the building we're in actually disappears.
Well, he's very good at illusions, and there's a lot of them, but
Yep. And it's not your turn, but if you want, you can take on your turn a roll to see if if there's anything else that's gone. But yeah.
all right, that's fine. All right, so we come to the Aboleth, who's no longer being punched by Bigby's hand.
Yep. So he's moving a total of 20 feet per turn.
Mhm.
Cyclops, which is moving 4 times that speed, is getting here this round.
And he's up next.
And he's up next.
I
So
assume he gets here.
he gets here. We now have
The Cyclops in melee with all three of us, I assume.
Yep. And he's following some kind of orders.
So I assume to him, the trickster still looks like a halfling.
We don't know.
Anyway, he's probably going to attack any of us.
Yeah. And
We come to the trickster.
come to the Trickster. He is in the process of casting a spell. You can see it because he's...
Oh, yes, I'm definitely very concerned about this guy now, especially since he seems to have a lot of spell slots. Arcana?
Yes.
16.
He is actually casting a low-level spell, Misty Step.
Oh. I'm not going to counter that, that's fine.
Right.
He's going 30 feet.
Yep.
And I assume I can see where he appears, because
Well, now that the building
he was gone.
is gone,
Yeah.
you can see him teleport 30 feet to our right, because we're now reversed. And then he hops over a wall that is still there.
Alright. So, top of round 10.
Alright. 10 rounds. Not too many battles go this long.
Full minute's gone by. This is exhausting.
Yeah.
The good news is you have a new Bigby's hand that has a new duration.
Yep.
Alright. So there's a Cyclops looming over us.
Yep.
I'm still more concerned about the Trickster, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Okay.
And on the other hand, this guy can do a lot of damage now that he's up. He's probably just on top of us.
Yes, and he looks remarkably fresh.
Oh yeah, no, Cyclopses have a lot of hit points.
Yep.
Probably got more hit points than the rest of the other two.
I know, so I can't say anything.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to go with my first instinct. I want to pursue the trickster. So, I'm going to do what he did. A Misty Step.
Alright, so you are not taking an attack of opportunity.
The same direction.
And you missed a step. Towards him?
Towards him. Same direction he did.
Yep.
I'm going to use my movement to try and get around the corner to see him.
Yep, you can see him. Yep.
Alright. Am I in melee with him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's small. He's diminutive. You can move faster than him.
Alright. Now, for some reason, I picture this guy as being bigger when we first met him, but that's fine. Well, I can only do a cantrip, so I'm going to hit him with Frostbite.
The problem is, the first time I met him, he was using an illusion of a saber-toothed cat, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And then a lot of the stuff you saw of him after that were illusions.
Yeah, that is the issue with dealing with illusions. So, Frostbite, Constitution saving throw on his part.
Yep. There we go. That's a 4. I won't bother looking up his Constitution.
11 points of cold damage.
Oh, good one.
He's into triple digits of damage now.
Yep.
Also, he has disadvantage on his next attack roll, which I don't think is going to come up.
Not going to come up. I can tell you that right now.
Nice. Right. I'm going to say, last chance, let us out.
Roll again.
11! I think it's going up. My charisma's just not very good.
Yeah, I know.
Which, in honesty, is working against this guy at this point, because it's probably... I'm doing a lot of damage to him, I suspect.
Yeah.
Alright, so after I finish flinging the cloud of frostbite at him, it's your turn!
Well, I now have a Cyclops ready to pummel me.
You have a Bigby's hand ready to pummel him.
So I think what I'm going to do is try grappling him because I don't want to get hit. So this guy has...
The Cyclops is huge or smaller?
Yes, he's not giant.
He is a giant, but yes.
He is a giant, but yeah.
Yeah, then you can do it.
He has a +6.
Yeah, so this is a much closer.
That's a 12 for him. And a natural 1 for me.
The hand fails to grapple him.
The hand fails to grapple him.
You still have your action.
Yes. I don't want to get hit by this thing. But I've cast all my 5th level spells. I am going to waste my 5th level spell slot. I can't believe that.
Well, you already did. Twice.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Polymorph.
Oh, so Bigby's hand goes away.
Yep, so I meant it's wasted now. I am going to roll a saving throw for him. Fortunately, he's not very good at that.
For what?
Saving throws versus polymorph.
Oh, you're polymorphing him.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets -1. So, Cyclops disappears from your point of view.
And what did you turn him into?
Oh, box turtle.
Again. So that has 1 hit point.
Yep, I pick him up. And I walk over to where you are. Well, I start heading that way.
I was going to write box turtle. Alright. He dominated the box turtle, I assume.
No. Probably. I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah. The Aboleth
is never going to get here. That's the problem. I wrote this down and I said, really? And I said, okay. He makes another 20 feet towards us.
The Cyclops. Polymorph isn't a spell that you can save against every turn.
Nope, he's just going to sit there.
Yep. I guess it can try and bite you.
Try and bite me, but he can't because I'm hanging onto a shelf, so
Yeah.
he's wiggling.
The trickster, who must be realizing just how badly this is going at this point.
Yes, he is not in a good mood. But he's also kind of running out of gas here. You see that he's truly exhausted. Oh, and he's going to try casting a spell on you.
Do I right? All right, Arcana check.
Yep.
Yeah, it was almost good. 14?
Good enough. It is Phantasmal Force.
Oh, I'm just going to roll the intelligence saving throw.
All right.
19.
More than good enough.
Yeah. I said, for someone who worked with a wizard, you really do not understand our strengths, do you?
He is just losing his brain here at this point.
Yeah.
He says, I surrender.
You know what I want. That's what I say.
Yeah, it says, I will.
All right.
Well, he can't. He's already done everything he can do for this turn.
All right, and at that point, I have my hand raised, ready to cast another spell. I'm going to ready Frostbite.
Yep.
And say, that's my turn.
All right.
Giving him a lot more trust than he deserves. But
I walk up beside you.
Yeah.
Holding a box turtle.
Yes. I see the box turtle and I say, right, yep.
Aboleth is floating towards us.
The Aboleth is a year and a half away.
It may get here eventually. And now we come to the trickster's turn.
The Cyclops can't do anything.
Yeah, I just ignored him.
Well, he has a cantrip aimed at him.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that so much. Actually, at this point, he probably is beginning to care.
He better, because I've got something much bigger I'm going to be using if he doesn't drop this barrier this turn.
He seems to be... roll an insight check. We've known this guy for a while, so...
We've met him twice.
Yeah, but we've interacted with him before.
16.
You see the gears turning. He's trying to think of something that he can do.
Yeah. He's working towards his nature, obviously.
Yep, he is not to be trusted. You already knew that.
I know that. But he also has to realize if he doesn't do what I want,
Yeah.
I'm going to hit him with my biggest spell in my next turn. Also, bear in mind, technically, I can still release this cantrip and hit him with that. And then on my turn, hit him with something else.
Yes.
If he doesn't do what I want.
All right. He seems to be capitulating. You start, as you're looking around, seeing the illusions start to, one by one, pop out of existence.
Right. Well, all I care about is that barrier.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah.
You see the illusions. You think for the moment, at least, he is trying to do what you want.
Right. So we aren't far from the barrier from what I remember, because we...
You are about 40, 50 feet away from it.
Alright. So he's doing that?
You see, that's what he's...
Okay.
He's not doing... It doesn't look like he's doing anything. But you see the illusions beginning to disappear.
Alright, so top of round 12. I say...
Is this our longest battle?
The fight with Fortuna might have gone on longer.
We are now at 3.5 hours. Yeah, not by much.
Not by much, yeah. The difference in that fight is we were trying to kill each other. We started at the start of this. We weren't. All right. I say to him, still having my hand raised. Is the barrier gone?
It takes time.
All right. I said, here's what's going to happen then. That aboleth is going to take forever to get here. The three of us and your turtle, I say, are going to go walk over to the barrier, and we are going to wait for it to fall. Once it falls and we are out of the and we are free of your little trap, you're free to go. And never cross our paths ever again. Because if you do,
All right, you gotta roll intimidation checks. All right.
yeah, I haven't finished yet though.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to force you to experience what your late master did. 16.
I'm getting better. Hold on a
Yep.
second. Well, he does seem at that to.
Yeah, because I know what happened to it.
Yeah. Yes. He doesn't know what happened to him. He
Yeah.
just knows he's gone.
But I do, so I'm trying to make that clear in my threat.
Yeah, you do seem to have actually struck a chord with him at that point because there's definite doubt in his face now, besides, well, all the blood.
All right. In that case, we're all going to go walk over to the barrier and wait for it to come down, because that's what I said.
All right. I'm not going to be concerned about the aboleth because it will never get here in time. So,
Cyclops is a box turtle for the next hour.
yeah,
You can probably put it down somewhere.
yeah, and basically it is roughly how long it's going to take for the aboleth to get here. It was such a cool monster, except for one.
Yeah, unfortunately, a wide open field isn't the best place for it.
And gradually, that is exactly what we see. The entire environs gradually disappear. The houses are gone. The crater disappears. We seem to be standing in a field,
Mhm,
trampled at this point because a bunch of people have been running around in it.
mhm.
And the last thing to disappear about 2 rounds later is that resistance. And when
Yeah.
that goes away, it's a nice, bright, sunny day again.
All right. I look at the trickster and I say, "Get out of my sight."
And he quite happily bounces up on his feet and runs off.
Yeah. All right. Assume it's still my turn. We're not in initiative anymore.
There's no point
All right.
because we can stroll at.
I wanted to cast the spell anyway, so I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to cast Fly on both of us. I've been wanting to try the spell out,
Yep.
so I'm going to cast a fourth level Fly spell on the two of us.
Cool. And I say to you, am I just leaving the turtle here? Sorry, the tortoise here.
No, because as far as I know, Cyclopses are not inherently evil creatures. So I wouldn't wish it to remain a slave of this thing for who knows how long. Let's see if we can take it away and see if we can break that. Do you have Dispel Magic prepared?
I'll have a look.
I don't.
I have scrolls of it. I
Yeah.
think I don't really want to blow a scroll on a cyclops.
Maybe we can dispel the domination. If not, let's just drop it somewhere far enough away from this thing that when you're.
Oh, I do have it prepared.
Yeah. We can give that a try, but you'll have to. You want to try dispelling the domination? Presumably, you can do that, even if it's. Oh,
Well, if we leave it here, it could just be redominated. So why don't we fly
yeah.
away for about 5 minutes?
All right, so we have a flying speed of 60 feet
Yep.
for the next 10 minutes.
We fly
I
away for
want us to fly and use our action to dash as far as we can because we knew that with a fly spell.
Yep.
So 120 feet for the next 10 minutes. You gotta
Well,
wait.
for 5 of that,
Yeah.
we do so, and then we land, and I am going to cast Dispel Magic on what I assume is a domination effect.
Yes.
I am not going to. I could do it at fourth level. Is fourth level? Sorry, domination a fourth level spell.
Dominate person is
Dominate
a fifth
monster.
level spell, but I don't know if the Aboleth's ability is a spell or not.
I will just roll it at third level.
Yeah.
So I'm I barely manage it, but I do manage it.
All right, so you break that. All right.
So the turtle seems confused.
All right, let's leave it here.
Yep.
Let's fly off, and when we're a minute away, you can stop concentrating on polymorph, I think,
Yep.
and then
Well, you can
you can
see
go
a
back to being a
Cyclops
Cyclops.
looking really confused.
Yeah. Well,
Not very bright.
no, but we did everything we could for it.
Yeah. It seems to head off somewhere.
Yeah. And then I am serious that I want us to fly as far away from this place with the remaining time on the fly spell as we can.
All right, we continue along.
Yep, for the next 4 minutes, at which point we will have to land before the spell ends. Otherwise, we fall.
And I know it's a long shot, but I don't know what kind of vindictive mentality an Aboleth has.
I know they're evil.
So I don't really want to stay this close to it, even though this is actually quite a distance.
Yep, I can
So
cast one more fly spell if you want. At 50.
no, I have a free polymorph every day.
Yep,
I'll polymorph into a giant eagle, and we'll,
fly the rest of the way when my spell expires.
yeah, and then we can find a nice quiet place to hole up.
Yeah, as annoying as it is that we're leaving that thing out in the world, well, we can't solve all the world's problems.
Oh, we could take an Aboleth on by itself. It's just too bloody slow.
Yeah, but not at the moment, so that might be a problem for a later day.
We'll never find it again. It's not stupid.
No. And we have two other problems. I'm not convinced that we've seen the last of the trickster. He seems the vindictive sort, but my threat might not pass. And I am convinced that we have definitely not seen the last of the bloody bad penny.
Yeah, actually, you didn't bother trying to find it, so
No, I didn't.
yeah, we don't know whether it
We
disappeared.
made it clear we don't want this thing, but it keeps coming after us.
Yep.
We have a sapient magical item with a grudge against us now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Besides turning it down, I ever really did anything bad to it.
No, that's basically it. We've killed some of the things that have wielded it.
Yeah, I think it's just sort of somehow managed to spawn into something that's, you know, kind of problem.
Well, well, it's not a
Abandonment
creature.
issues.
We can't kill it.
No. Well, it doesn't seem to be causing us any real trouble.
No, that was just a conflux of issues for us, I think, this time.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that. It'll show up again. I know.
Yeah,
As far as the trickster goes, I'm hoping he learned his lesson.
so am I. He's been irritating every time he's shown up.
Yeah, but that's the first time he's tried to do
Yeah,
this.
the
And
first time he's not been on a leash.
and he failed miserably.
That is a good. That is good. That's good that we can handle him.
Well, I mean, that was set up. He did everything he could do, and
Yeah,
I didn't even get scratched.
yeah. I did a little bit, but he played on our curiosity and our desire to explore and learn.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, he may show up again. Who
He
knows?
might. So
He has to learn some new tricks.
he does. But I take it that's the end of the session.
Yes.
All right then.
A 12 round battle, basically.
Yeah, we'll pick up with setting up camp next time then,
Yes.
because we're exhausted.
Uh, that would have been quite harrowing for our characters, yes.
Yes, and I've cast almost all my spells.
I got a bunch left, but that's what happens when
Yeah,
you're being the DM.
yeah, I was doing most of the heavy lifting, I think.
Yeah. That was squishing an Oni.
Yeah, well, you certainly threw a lot at us. Well, and with that, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe. And please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the wilderness, as we continue on to the Elven lands, and whatever else the world has in store for us.
Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.